Welcome to our garden here in Zone 6A, Upstate New York. It is a gorgeous September day, and we have some beautiful concrete pieces that we are adding into the garden today, plus planting them up. Now, Christopher and I just installed this border this past spring, if you can believe it. And we've kind of realized something was missing, something we already have over on the east border, and it's going to go right here. Christopher, are you so excited?
I'm really excited. In this view, you can see how we've created this kind of curving path with the waterfall and the mixed border, but we need a structure.
We need something that's going to bring your eye to right here, and we have it out front. We also have some new pieces that we've never kind of played with before. So let's walk up front, go through our new pieces we'll be installing, and show you how we do it, because we're going to put drip irrigation into one of our biggest pieces. These are extremely heavy.
The first new piece of concrete that we're going to be sharing with you is something we already have. It's the Litchfield urn. It's a smaller urn that we've successfully run drip through. We've got some sedums around the garden in them, and we have a tater tot arborvitae in one, which is my personal favorite look. This border is going to have lots more stuff going on. Oh, Eric, have we shown off the new
I don't think
expanded
so.
bed?
Let me back up.
So the berm obviously has grown. So we have expanded this out. We have some big annual color plans for next year. So by putting this piece of concrete in, it'll give a little bit of structure and weight. We might raise it up with a plinth or like a little riser kind of thing, but it adds a little bit of that solidness. Maybe if we had another one, we would put it over here and make that sort of the end caps of our big annual display.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows? The other thing that we placed is a 3rd Pascal urn. This is the small Pascal urn. You may remember our valiant/failed attempt at a Malvern Hills climbing or rambling rose up this particular post of the pergola. The drip didn't work, something didn't work. It got really unhappy. And I just realized when we were placing it that Eric actually just snipped it at the soil.
I just snipped it at ground level.
And we placed this Pascal here to match the two we have on the elevated beds with some cascade hydrangeas in them. So when the time comes, I'm going to run drip right underneath and connect these all in together, and we'll see what we do. We recently had a photo shoot, and
that was exciting.
That was so exciting. The photographer moved one of our urns over here, and we loved it so much. So that's the reason that we're choosing to put that urn there.
I can't wait till we can officially announce that.
Oh, it's good. It's really good. We're excited about that one. And then I think, let me get this lovely sprinkler out of the way here.
A garden necessity.
A garden necessity. Of all the pieces we're adding today, this is probably going to be the most immediate, insane impact.
I know. And you were so skeptical.
I was skeptical. These are, name on the screen, finials. I cannot remember the name of this. They are so heavy.
They're over 100 pounds each.
Over 100 pounds each. Look at this very gentle spherical concrete moment. These are all alpine stone from Campania International, by the way. We like this color because it matches our terrace and it looks just natural and good in the garden. But how do you describe it? Like,
it just adds a little bit of substance.
It is. It's not necessarily formality, but it's kind of formality.
It's cottagey.
It's a little cottagey, but it's so clean that it's so modern.
A little British garden-y.
A little British garden-y. And what I noticed as we were walking around the corner with another piece is the walls of our terrace are so far apart, but this kind of brings them in a little bit. I don't know. Eric, if you go by the raised beds, maybe in this directly into the sun angle, can you see how it brings the walls together?
I love it.
So good. Now, the other thing that we placed that's so good.
So
we
cute.
have
in the shade,
two wonderful bright spots. Frederick and Freya, our wonderful cats, cannot come outside.
We should name these guys.
Well, it can't be Frederick and Freya.
No, that'd be Awkward.
Henrik and
Petra.
Petra. We'll come up with some good names. This one was called Dreaming. Eric was a little worried that it was going to look unalived, but I think it's dreaming because the tail is up and curled.
Yes.
That's it. And then this is very much like Frederick all the time. And this is very much Freya sitting up saying, please feed me immediately.
Yes. If you have name ideas, put them in the comments.
Yeah, we need name ideas for our 2 official garden cats.
They're everyone's garden cats now.
They are everyone's garden cats.
Right here is where we are going to place the Barnett pedestal and the small Jensen urn. I think it's going to give the perfect focal point to when you're coming up the west side of the yard to just see a little bit of structure right here. Initially, we had placed these as kind of stepping stones to be able to go in and smell the at-last rose. I don't think they're necessary, so I'm very comfortable removing them.
I am too. I think pulling those stones out's okay. It'll give us a place to put these. Are they very heavy stones?
That wasn't, I thought I was just gonna like reach down and rip them up, but that is not
You didn't have a good grip?
Nope. I always like have a moment of like, ooh, what's gonna be underneath them? Like what kind of critters are gonna be under there?
At least a flat stone. It might be those little prehistoric beetle looking bugs that go for the decay area.
So we wanna connect this into drip today because we are gonna plant it up with some gorgeous new pansies. And I found an aster, and we have some, I think, curly kale or cabbage.
Yeah, we've got a couple things to play with back here.
And then a nice little structure to go around it. But we've experimented. So we've had a couple of big pieces over the years. We've had a big Catarina fountain, which we put a solid, like concrete square paver underneath. And we did the same thing with our other Jensen urn, the large Jensen urn on the other side. But I think since then we've been learning about how to get the drip up the center of the pedestal. And I think today we're gonna experiment with putting some pea gravel as the base. I think that'll make it easier to level. And I think it'll be easier to get the drip up through the bottom without any kinks, right?
Yeah, because I'm still impressed that the drip works to our big Jensen urn. I got out, an angle grinder thing, and I tried to make a channel, but somehow it just ended up working.
What do you think of the Barnett pedestal, because it's square, being at this angle like this?
I think that's perfect. Is that about 2 feet in from the edge?
But this angle being straight on that way.
Yes, that I agree with.
As opposed to being like aligned with the fence.
That I totally agree with that.
And then what do you think about this depth? I feel like it might be a little close to that. So what if...
Yeah, because we do know at-last roses in time can get pretty big.
But we do want the base of it to be kind of, you know, buried by flowers, encased by flowers eventually.
That makes sense.
So what if we did something like here?
I think that's going to be perfect, actually.
I think that's going to be really nice. So what I'm going to do is just dig out maybe an inch and a half of soil, put down pea gravel, and then we'll place the pedestal.
That's a good idea.
We'll try it that way?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. I think what using the pea gravel is going to do is allow us a little more flexibility when it comes to leveling as well. It's funny, we sat here all season thinking there's something we need in this garden bed, which obviously as gardeners we're always thinking, right?
Right, that's part of the deal.
Then I'll just kind of pack this down. This will be the base for the pedestal. And I just got this pea gravel. Oh, that's opening itself for me.
How helpful. This already seems like a better plan than using the 16-inch square concrete paver.
I just think it's going to be easier to level. But I think we also have to be prepared for it to shift out from underneath as we're maneuvering the pedestal.
Oh, true. And of course, since it is going to be ultimately 337 pounds, it will definitely adjust itself, but knowing we have the pea gravel there, we can kind of shimmy. It'll be easier to re-level if it settles.
So before we get that in there, should we find the drip line to tap into?
Yeah, well, let me get that piece connected and then make that easier on us. Now, the good thing about having just done this drip is I remember where it is. And I remember that I actually have one right here, Eric.
Oh, wow.
Because we had one to this bubbly wine. So all I'm gonna do, clip into that. I'm gonna I always take out like a centimeter or so in between to make it easier to fit in. T-coupler. I find that I always run out of T-couplers first. So I just ordered 50 of them.
Good. We're going to be doing some drip this fall after all the deciduous stuff dies back.
And all the annuals and perennials are cleaned out. I'm planning on a drip palooza. So then what's gonna happen here, I will just be putting a blank distribution line connected into that. Ultimately, it will get an elbow attachment once we know the proper placement. And I will shoot this then up through the urn, put an ender on it, and then reattach some 1/4 inch brown drip tube around the urn itself. But having this through the pea gravel, ooh, it's gonna be a game changer.
I think we should make the elbow first, place the barnet pedestal, and then...
Okay, I'm gonna make this too long because I don't know exactly how long it needs to be. This is thinking ahead. This is very much thinking ahead.
We did this with our big planters on the terrace, if you remember.
Yes, make the big elbow first and make it too long, and then cut it to size once the hundreds of pounds of concrete are placed properly.
Yep.
And I'm happy to overcut this. This is the last roll I have of a very low quality irrigation tube. I shall never be ordering the cheap irrigation tubing again. Put that to the side. Now, I think we can place the urn.
Ready?
Ready. Oh, look at us. Look at us.
It's gotta go back.
Go back. Back up, back up, back up.
Well, I'm glad I made it this big.
That's perfect.
I actually think it might be a little small, but I think it'll work.
Oh, you know what? I measured the top. I didn't realize the bottom of the pedestal is a little smaller. That's fine, because we're just going to push soil up against that.
Yes.
And it'll give us all the leveling abilities.
Exactly. So now we've just got to get that L down through.
Down through. So let's use this short side first.
So I've got that, and then I'm going to angle it, and you're going to pull it.
Tip forward. Okay. And I am now through.
Are you in the channel?
I'm in the channel. So now that elbow and all that black distribution is through.
Now we level it.
And
it's really off.
So we'll check from front to back. See how front to back looks.
So the front needs, so this whole side needs to go up a little bit. So if we grab some more gravel. Out of my way. There we go. Front corner. Let's see. All right.
That was good. How'd that do?
Maybe like...
I do need to put some underneath this part. That part's floating now. Okay.
Well, yeah, now put some more back over that side.
Okay. Much better. How's it front to back?
I feel like it's close enough.
Oh, yeah, it's close enough.
I mean, Christopher and I have very different ideas of perfect.
I'm like, is the bubble near the center 2 lines, or is it specifically perfectly in the 2 lines? That's a whole debate.
There you go.
I really like this urn there. I think
I
it's
do
good.
too. It's the right size. Is it centered?
It's centered.
It's not straight. I can tell you that much.
I'm gonna clip this drip in and I'm gonna turn this drip zone on to make sure it works before we get too much further.
Okay. Christopher, looks so good from back here.
It really does. The water pressure was low because I had another section of drip on, so it took forever to get some water here, but it's working. And I've put one of those figure 8 enders on here, and it sticks up just high enough. That's fine. I'm gonna fill up here with some Coast of Maine Bar Harbor potting mix.
I love this stuff.
We have done so well with these products. How full should I go? We do have a couple things to plant.
I would go pretty full because none of the root balls are very large.
Oh, that's true. They are kind of little plants. You know what I just realized? We didn't bring the plants over.
Oh yeah, let's
We
get
should
the
go
plants.
get them. Bump, 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 bump.
Got some nice choices here.
We do. We're going to plant this aster as a centerpiece that Eric just picked up at the big box because we just wanted some nice big color.
Yes.
A nice pink. But these are going to be so fun. Little baby Yokohama white kale, little curly kales.
Nice texture. We're gonna pack this full because you can pack things full in the fall.
Absolutely. And then we have the Antoinette collection, and I think this is the Twilight collection of these new pansies that someone shared with us. Actually, a gardening friend that we hadn't talked to in a long time sent these out for us. So should we put both colors in there or do all of this Twilight collection?
I think we should do just the Twilight collection.
Check
The
this
pinks.
out.
Oh yeah,
Cheat
we have our
sheet.
cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet. Okay, the Twilight collection. Moody hues. The Twilight collection features 4 distinct colors that mix for a stunning display. Very moody purple. There's a lavender, kind of a dark blue with
But look,
yellow.
if you hold them still, I can zoom in on how frilly they are.
That's what I like. Oh, it's Incredible Genetics was this company that
Nice.
sent these pansies out.
All right. And then we'll put the other ones, perhaps, in this Pascal urn.
That would be really cute. Actually, I think the pink is gonna look better with these.
Yes.
So let me pull this over as well. We'll get this going.
First things first, we have this pink aster. It's a unnamed variety, tiny little root ball on an enormous plant. So I think it's probably pumped full of fertilizer and hormones. What do you think?
I would say so, considering they're such short-lived plants generally. They probably pump these full in everything they can do to make them get big.
About this being the front.
I like that because there's a little bit of height in the back.
Yeah.
Little stadium seating
I
moment.
wonder if we need a little bigger hole. Okay, and we'll just actually, how's that?
That looks good.
All right, so we'll get that planted in. I worry it's a little top heavy, right?
It's a little top heavy.
Let's really pack the soil in around
Yeah.
it.
Push it down.
Because I don't want this to like
nice.
blow away.
Well, maybe we'll put one of those cages over the top
Yeah.
of it. Just as security.
I think it'll look pretty too. And then we've got our 3 kales. So we're gonna think in thirds. There's one for you.
One for me.
We'll just kind of work in thirds around. So if we did one
Great
front and
roots.
center, and then kind of like a peace sign, right?
Yeah.
And we'll put these back here. Just sticking out. And I think the curliness of the kale is going to complement the curls on the pansies.
You are very right.
And I like to tilt them.
Yeah, I've got this very tilted on the edge.
Should you tap in now to this before we get going too much further?
That's a good idea. So we're going to pop a hole with my little tool here. Could you hold those, guys?
Sure.
Pop them in your pocket. Little emitter hole here.
How much smaller than the original Jensen urn is this one? It's not too much smaller, but
10 inches. I think this
Oh,
is
wow.
a 20 inch and the Jensen is the big Jensen's a 30 inch.
oh, okay.
So I'm thinking we should do this probably 2 times around maybe? Or 1 time around should be more than enough actually.
Pansies like water. I think No.
These are ½ gallon an hour, and this runs a long time.
All right, let's just do one around then. So what are we thinking? Like, just pack them in?
I would say just pack them in, maybe 2 in between each.
If we're packing, we're gonna do 3 in between
3
each.
in between each.
We have a total of 10, so we could do all 10 in here.
I really want this one facing forward. Such a good color.
It looks, I can't. So if we did that, and this one, with like a light one in the center.
Oh,
like
I'm
that.
in love with this. Yeah, this looks so good.
Do the 3 of them like that. Maybe put this little extra one up in here. Do 4 on that side.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll do.
Let's get going. Again, we'll just kind of put them right on the edge. These will squeeze right in, actually, now that I'm playing with the root balls a bit.
They'll be squeezable.
Yeah. Super squeezable, right on the edge, leaning over.
I'm liking this because I don't think we've ever been able to do pansies at this time of year.
Yeah, we've never had them. Like, our garden center is a very minimal choice for
The fall.
fall planting because our fall is so short. So I don't blame them. It's not like, you know, they're missing out, I don't think. Now, I did bring out something, a big surprise. So this is the Decor Wow obelisk, and this is how it comes packaged when you buy it. And we'll put a link in the description for this because you're gonna want one after you see this. Comes packaged flat like this. It's black. You know, we love a black metal accent in the garden. I think this one might be too small though. What do you think?
I don't know.
I might need your help. And then it just comes apart like that.
You know
I think
what?
it's gonna be too.
It might
Actually,
be
it
too
might be
small.
perfect, but I might need your hands
Okay.
because we have to get it around the aster.
Yeah, let me get the.
Yeah, we might need both your hands.
Definitely both hands. Here we go.
So you take that half.
Okay.
Gently tuck it around the aster. So now it's underneath. The bulk of the aster is yours.
It is under the bulk of the aster.
All right, and then we will very gently Can you let go of this too, please? Thank you. Yeah, and then we'll play with it. And kind of tuck the aster in as you go. A little less. All right, so that's spread evenly out, right?
That's good. Now we just have to press it down.
Yeah, we just want to make sure nothing's like
Too crushed?
super in the way or crushed, which I don't think it is. And it looks pretty centered.
Yep.
Right? Straight up and down-ish.
That's, oh, look at that.
See, I think it adds a little like something.
You know, because it's sort of a rounded urn, and then it gives like a little secondary roundness.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
I think once all this floofs, I'm like trying to break off the broken pieces, and in turn I'm breaking off more pieces, which I think is hysterical. But I think we won't be shy on blooms for this. What do you think?
I love this. We've been wanting an accent here on this side of the house, or I'm sorry, on the side of the garden. But let me back all the way up, Eric.
Yeah. Well, let me put a little composter on the base to tidy it up, and then we'll do a big reveal. And this is why we installed this new urn. Take a look.
Isn't that great? It gives such an awesome focal point. It's like all these curves direct you right towards it. So many opportunities to plant trailers or big tall things, but this really sweet fall planting with the incredible genetics pansies and this aster and the kale, I really love that.
It looks like it absolutely elevates the space so much. I can't believe we made it this far without it.
It was a good choice. If you'd like to see some more of our fall containers, take a look at this video here.
Thanks for watching again. I'm Eric.
And I'm Christopher.
And we're Grow For Me Gardening.
Thanks for growing with us.